Oh, hi there. It's Wednesday, and the Shogi Wars Winning Streak event has finally started this month. August 28th in Japan, it looks like it started, which I think is the latest it's been. But it is here, ready to go, and hopefully I can get my awards. My stream is late. As I mentioned on the Discord, for anyone that's there, I had to start the stream late today. Our cat, Atari, had some patches of hair missing on behind her ears, next to her eye, above her this other eye. So it kind of rushed her to the vet this morning as soon as was possible. They took me really quickly, and then held on to her for a while. And I just got back from there, and she's doing all right. But that's why I didn't stream earlier today. So it's 2 o'clock my time. I've got probably at least a couple hours. And for 3-minute games, that's a lot of time. So I'm gonna play. Hopefully, people join in. I don't know what this time slot, who's here, but let's do it. Let's see. Play some games 3 minutes. 8:27. Yep. All right. Let's do it. Oh, and I guess to look at the event first. It is the 108th Shogi Wars event. We have 4 days and 11 hours. Hey, Tulip, nice to see you. We've got 4 days and 11 hours, 12 hours basically left. And to win, the winning 5 will unlock this player, which is, hey, Virtual Medical Dr. Ayaka. Hello, hello. This is Hori Ayano. Hori Ayano. 1Q. No, that's Q. Yeah, 1Q. Although, who knows? They don't update these once the players level up. So what does this say? 2017, she became a 2nd Q female player. She's a player who plays the Ego Ryu style and has a defensive style of play. She prefers straightforward and dedicated study in front of the board rather than studying using a computer. Interesting. She's from Kochi Prefecture and is also the same hometown as fellow female player Saori Shimai. I have her avatar, which led her to join the LPSA. Okay, let's look her up. Let's just look her up, see what her current level is. Let me get a browser. Where's my browser? Well, I'll just switch to this here. Hori Ayano. She's Shodan. Now she's Shodan. Okay, so April 2024, she became Shodan. I wish they updated, on Shogi Wars. It's not like there are so many pros. I wish they'd update the title, when they do get updated. But anyway, they don't. All right, so she's been a Shodan since 2024. Let's go back to Shogi Wars and begin this. The other one, I have no chance of this. Well, I mean, I have done it in the past, but hey, Foradu, nice to see you. I have done it in the past, but now that I've ranked up my 3 minutes a little bit, the odds of me getting 12 in a row are very low, very low. So, who is this though? Hi, Atari, you all right? This is Sasaki Yuki. Okay. He won't stop at just stopping 4th Dan Fuji Sota's 30-game winning streak. His rivals are waiting for him at the next stage. All right. So we are there. Let's do this. I'm going to play 3-minute games, hope for the best. Okay, they've beaten me before. K-God. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Come on. Interesting, okay. Oh, I think I should have come up this side. Oh well. I think I messed up already. I think I like this.
$2分30秒
Looking pretty good. Oh, that's not... Oh, gosh, I'm not promoting. I'm not promoting. Now I am.
$2分
Interesting. Oof. Let's see. So I'm also up on the clock. I'm up on the clock. He has no pieces in hand. No pawns, no anything. Yeah, this is a big threat walking in here. Okay. Interesting. Wow.
1分30秒
Nice. Nice. Oh, I should have done this anyway. Oh, gosh, I should have done this anyway. Oh my gosh, I should have done that anyway.
$1分
ありがとうございました。 Hey, Kanto Dragon, nice to see you. It wouldn't be a Kanto Dragon stream if I didn't get the near immediate insult, and I love it. I love it. Just a bit of news. Fuji lost 2 games in a row against Nagase in the Meijin match. Wait, what? What? Wait, are you repeating last year's news? Didn't this happen last year? I wasn't even aware that the Meijin was being played right now. Huh. Is that what? Like the Shogi Harbor Discord pro scene has been so quiet, but it just started up. Ah, yeah, there's the information. He resigned at move 66, it looks like. So it's 0-2. Oh my gosh, he's still leading 3-2. Oh, so it's still going on? Oh, okay, so this is still the Meijin event that feels like it's been going on forever. Okay, okay. Okay. All right, let's get another one. That's the first. Did I track it?
Win. Current streak is 1
あ
win.
なたが後手です。
Okay. Current streak is 1 win.
対局開始。
Okay. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Wait, what happened to my another Furibisha? Let's see if we get the same basic thing. It is the same basic thing so far. So I'm going to come up this way. Interesting.
2分30秒。
Very interesting.
叩きの歩。 2分。
I'm tempted. I am tempted to... Alright. He gives it. I get this. Ah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Come on. Come on.
1分30秒。
Let's see. I think he's got to defend, yeah. Woof. Wait, what is this? That's fine.
$1分
That's not good. That's not good. Whew. Okay, I don't think that's enough.
30秒
Shoot, 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 shoot. Mmm!
系統の銀20秒
So bad. I think he's got it. Rook. I think the rook would have been better. Took so long.
10秒
All right, there's mate. Okay. Woof! He fell for it. Oh gosh, 2 seconds. Oh. All right. Oh man, I feel like this was both of these games were pulling teeth. So let's.
Win. Current streak is 2 wins.
Oh gosh, my heart is racing. My heart is racing. Let me make sure that I have 2. Okay, 2. Okay. What was the move there? So I think my opponent got into dirty flag mode at the end. I think if they would have just tried to win the game, I think they would have won on time regardless. But just kind of quickly getting away, maybe expecting I wouldn't have enough time, they fell into it. But so anyway. Oh, wait, so hold on. How about this? Takes silver over bishop over. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. Boy, is that it? I don't know. It's not. It's not. No. No. Hold on. So how about if I... no. So if I take... He takes... Can I drop the bishop here? Oh, maybe I can. I drop the bishop here. Comes over. No, because now, no. 2-6 knight. Hello, origami wa. So how is that? How do I pronounce that? Let me put this in. Oh, gon no suke. 2-6 knight. Ah, yes. There it is. Yes. Oh, beautiful. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. And if the opponent doesn't capture, it's just mate here. Oh, so nice. Thank you. All right, I'll hopefully I can learn that pattern now. Okay. All right. So that's 2. It's 2 in a row. We need 5 for the winning streak. What just happened?
あなたが後手です。
Okay.
対局開始。
よろしくお願いします。Oh, interesting. Let's see. Dropping it.
2分30秒。
Interesting. Wow. Should I take with the rook?
2分。
I Wow. I think I messed up. I think I messed up. Wow. Okay.
Win. Current streak is 3 wins.
A decent start. A decent start. Okay, that's 3. That's 3. Oof. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. It's 5. Yeah, it's 5, but this winning streak event is still just 3. You know, it resets your streak. The streak for the event is different. Okay, so he's in Yagura already. Okay, let's get this up. Okay, let's, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? We're getting this guy in.
2分30秒
I don't know if I have to get this silver up. Precarious. It is precarious. It's precarious.
2分
Am I gonna be
1分30秒
Wow, gosh darn it. Coward Castle, bark! Let's, come on. 105. Oh boy. Oh, I wanted to come up this way. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Ippun.
Shoot. On behind. No. Let's do I have anything?
30秒。
No. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Ah, nice. Ah.
20秒。
Come on. Let's do this. Oh gosh, I didn't see that.
10秒。
Oh shoot, I don't have it. I don't have anything.
こん
Where
なもの
did
じゃ
that
ないです
rook
よ
come
ね。
from? Where did that rook come from? That rook was not on my radar. Where did that rook come from? Where the heck is that rook in the center? Wrong side. Oh, he was just sitting there. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if I could have dropped... Yeah, I could have trapped the rook a bit by dropping a silver or by dropping the bishop. Yeah, dropping the bishop might have even been better. So I could retain a silver for up here. Huh. I think that worked out pretty well. The giving up the rook and then getting the bishop with the gold leading in. I think I liked my position here. I think I like this. I mean, outside of the time. I mean, I didn't have enough time, but I'm curious. I'm gonna say this is 70% for me. 90% for me.
後手優勢です。
90%. Yikes. Yeah. And there it is. And that's the move that I thought. And that's the move that I just said. Yeah. 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 Seems good. Seems good. Oh, the rook was hung from the knight. Oh, I pulled it back. I pulled it back while the knight was there. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's get another. It's time to start the streak again. Time to start. Emperor Rex, good day.
あなたが後手です。
TV Cat.
対局開始。
よろしくお願いします. Come on. Yeah, this is, shoot. Yeah, that's not smart. I gotta push that pawn first. Such a good opening. It's such a good opening against on 3 minute. You know, eventually I'll remember what I need to do for the the trick case. This doesn't seem right. This doesn't seem right. Damn. All right, so we're just gonna have to play. Wow. Alright, so he's in Coward Castle. I don't think there's anything here. I gotta get my... Ah, what is that? What's that about? Gold? Oh. Shoot. Maybe no, I should have brought my bishop up. I should have brought my bishop out. Yeah. Let's see here. Maybe I should have just brought my gold over, not waste my silver. Okay, let's get my gold up. Okay, so he just has a silver. That's not good. Do I have it trapped? Yes, I do. And I'm up on the clock. Oh, I don't have it trapped. Let's see. Good vision by the opponent in this time control. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Mm.
30秒 20秒
It's over. Good game. Good game.
いやーお相手も
Good
強
game.
かった
Nice attack. Nice attack. Nice attack and very nice vision to be able to... Hey, Todovsky. Very nice vision to be able to escape that dragon. Very nice. Very nice. In that short amount of time. All right, so we've gone...
Loss.
あなたが
Current
後手
streak
で
is
す
one loss.
Wait, current streak is 2 losses.
対局開始
3 and 2.
Current streak is 2 losses.
Yeah, this is Okay, so let's get this silver up. Get this up. That up. That over. Oof, 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 oof. Yeah, that was silly of me. That was silly of me.
2分30秒
What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's get our king over. Okay, let's get this guy over. Okay, I look to bring my knight up. Okay, okay. That's not right. If he drops... No, I still can't get it. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Ah.
2分
Let's see.
1分30秒
ありがとうございました。
相手もなかなかじゃがわらわには及ばんな
Win.
Whew.
Current streak is 1 win.
Another mate and one missed. It's tough. It's tough. I'm sure, you know, when I rewatch the stream, I'm gonna see them all, and it hurts. It hurts extra. It hurts extra. You know, it's so tough. It's like when I'm rewatching my streams, it's like you see everything. You know, I think when there's just no pressure of defeat, I'm just watching and I'm seeing, and man, You know, I would hope that the mate challenges would help. I don't know if they are. But anyway, so did I track that? It's tough. All right, 4 and 2. 4 and 2. So that's the start of a new streak. The start of a new streak. Just moving around in my chair here.
あなたが先手です。
Ayame0055. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Ah, seen this before. Definitely have seen this before. I'm not sure what it means though. Let's push this pawn one more. Let's see. Is he going to go opposing? That's the question. I don't think so. Well, let's get this back first. Okay. So I'm glad I waited. You all right, Atari?
?2 分30秒。 2分。
Okay. Come this, he comes over. Let's do this. That going. Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
1分30秒。 叩きの歩。
Oh, that's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's not even right. What is going on? Okay. Let's see.
1分。
Here. Do I want that? Do I, yeah, just run. I think just run, yeah. Shoot! The silver is there. The silver is now hanging, but this gold is hanging. All right.
30秒
Resign. Good game.
ぐは
Good game. Good game. All right. Track that loss.
Loss.
Tough.
Current
Tough.
streak
Tough.
is 1 loss.
Tough. Yeah, when people are committed to that diagonal, I don't have a great way to push them off it. I know it's so easy. You know, when people show it to me, and it's so easy when the engine shows it.
嬉野流
Just, I have such trouble getting rid of it. You know, when I try to do it, the opponent always just sidesteps me. Like, so easily.
取り差し
Okay. Come on. Let's do this. Get this up. Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb. Bishop drop. Bishop drop. Well, maybe it was fine. There we go. Okay, so it's still there. Let's see here.
2分30秒
Okay, should I? Let's do this. Wow. My castle's pretty good. Wow.
$2分
What do I have? All right. There we go.
この調子
Arigatou
丁寧に行きましょう
Win. Current streak is 1 win.
These days you've been sidestepping sleeve rook. Opponents seem to have no idea what it is. Oh, you've been doing sleeve rook. It's tough. Sleeve rook is really tough to play against. Koshiro, I know that he's got a sleeve rook game coming up that he sort of not refutes, but you know, he has a nice. He said yesterday that he's going to have a nice video coming up showing how he, in an over-the-board tournament, played against it. So I'm looking forward to that. Tulip, you haven't been able to watch these streams too much lately, but my endgame attacking intuition looks like it's gotten stronger. Yeah, I think there is something. You know, I'm missing tons. You know, I'm missing tons of finishing attacks, even in slower games, like over the board games. I'll see it, and during the game, during the game, the fog of war is so thick in my head that often it's really difficult to finish out the games. But the instinct, I think, is getting there. The idea of throwing away pieces is getting there, or continuing to build the attack or surround. Like, I think that's getting there. It's not where it needs to be, but it's definitely been improving. There were a couple games over this weekend, 2 or 3 games, in fact, over this weekend, where I felt I won these games where I may not have won them in the past, and it was just by sort of end game type stuff. And maybe it's just being exposed to so many things, and because I still watch a lot of games. I watch 81 Dojo games still. I watch, obviously, if Koshiro is putting videos out, or Urshino Sensei himself is making videos. And I'm seeing a lot, and I'm learning from how they surround, and it seems to be helping. Yeah, Dorowski, you need to get your wins in before that video. Exactly. Bishop 8-2, drop 8-2 was an idea before King 7-1. Oh, they did the early. So, I'm rushing so much that I was not necessarily paying attention. Oh, so over the board, this happened over the weekend in two games over the weekend, one on different days, where my opponent prematurely made Mino, and then we did the exchange, and I had the drop. And so it's funny that, like, over the board, when I'm not just like in Urshino Ryugo's Burr mode, like this is a major red flag for me whenever the opponent goes into early Mino. And I have to be cognizant of that in 3 minutes. In 3 minutes especially, I need to be able to, like, pick out that pattern of, like, just the alarm goes off in the head. They made an early Mino. There's a hole on 8-2. That's one of those things. I don't know if this, you never know why people do this, but very often when reviewing these games, as my Nakabisha games, when I used to play Nakabisha, very often the engine would prefer doing something like this, pushing the silver first. And I'd always wonder, like, what, not always, but often. So I start, maybe even more often than not, the engine wanted to do that. And I started doing it just because it's like, well, I'm just gonna mimic these things. I'm gonna mimic these things. I saw some high level players doing it. It's like, okay, well, I'll mimic these things. But it's not a 100% thing. And so I found it much safer never to do the early, even if the engine slightly prefers it or whatever. I figured I'd wait till I'm stronger, until I can completely understand why this is good early and why it's not so good sometimes. But, I was getting crushed by this. And like you say, you make the hole enough times, you'll see it. Exactly. And that's when I just stopped making it. I stopped making it on my own, even if I saw stronger players or the engine doing it. Yeah, if the opponent plays opposing rook, maybe don't play king 2-8. Yes, yeah, that's huge. That was a huge, when I was playing Nakabisha, that was a huge growth moment for me. I don't know if it's just opposing rook, but almost if it's free bisha, just free bisha in general, I stopped moving my king to 2-8, and and I survived much longer in my games. So that's one of those, I think, that are pretty important ideas. I don't know if there's a proverb But, you know, it's an important idea, I think, if you play Mino Castle against Free Bisha. Mimicking without understanding doesn't end well. I guess. I mean, at some point, you know, it's a game of patterns. And like in Go, for example, you know, you're taught to make shape. You're looking for shapes. And I think a lot of times, like in Shogi, you're also looking to make shapes. Like there are particular shapes that are stronger than others or better than others. And some people will say, you know, don't calculate, just make this shape. Or don't calculate, just do this. Or, you know, you don't need to calculate, just make this shape. It's a strong shape. And so sometimes when you see this same thing over and over, it's like, all right, I don't quite get it. I'm just going to make that shape. And it turns out that that shape is not as resilient against all things. You need to do a little extended pattern match on that one, where it's like, okay, their rook is over here. They're going to exchange bishops. Let's not give them a hole. Like I was able to exchange bishops potentially with tempo. Anyway, so that's 2 in a row. That's I didn't even change my scene. Ugh, sorry about that. So sorry. So sorry. All right. So that's 2. Let's try another. So let me just make sure the where is that event? Yeah. Oh, I had this translated. Oh, I bet my layout was slightly off. I'm sorry. I left it translated, which shifts things a bit. So my highest is 3. Okay. Yeah, it didn't count those from yesterday. Wait, it's only 1 right now? Current should be 2. I'm 5 and 3. I won 3. And then I lost 2. Maybe I... Huh. Oh yeah, my overlay also has it correct at +1. Okay. All right. Well, it's one in a row. 1 in a row. I don't know much about this player. I looked her up earlier. She's a Shodan now. But you know, if I don't get this win streak event, it won't be the end of the world. So I'm guessing this is... Oh, okay. Well, I'm guessing we're getting opposing rook now. No, we're getting 4th file. So this is the right way to do it. I don't know. Don't do it. Don't... This is a tricky little opening here. I completely just autopiloted that and wasn't paying attention to the fact that I had brought my silver. Yeah. Whoa, that's a misclick. That must be a misclick. Shoot. Boy, a comedy of errors. I think I should have just taken the gold. Gold over here? No. Yeah, maybe. I like that. So it's mate threat. He saw it. Okay,
2分
nice, 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 nice. Very nice. Okay, Ooh,
1
ooh,
分30秒
ooh, boy. Oh, gosh, nice. I didn't see that. I did not see that. Oh, nice. Oh, that's why he just got the lance with his move. Okay, so I hadn't checked my hand. Beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. Well done.
ドンマイです
Well done. Gosh, that was a really, really weird, really weird, really weird opening there. Boy, good game. Good game.
あなたが先手です
Bad manners? I think that was fine. I don't think he had mate. I don't think he had mate. I think he was fine. I think he... Ah! Mistake. I'm not sure what to do now. Yeah, I think his play was great. I don't think that was bad manners at all. I don't know. I think it's fine at the back. Not better, but totally fine. What am I doing here? What am I trying to do here? I don't know what I'm doing. What am I trying to do? I'm not sure what I'm even trying to do.
2分
He's way ahead here. Okay.
1分30秒
Come in. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Tricky, very tricky. Yeah, I'm getting smashed. I am getting absolutely smashed. Interesting. Yeah. All right. Well, let's. I don't know what. Let's do something. Is there any? Drop some silver. Take. I run.
1分
Oh, nice. Yeah.
負け
Great
ま
game.
した
Great game. Great game.
Loss.
I mean, it started with the misclick. I was, completely chaos trying to play something other than my
あ
opening.
なたが先手です対局開始
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Okay. Come on. Come on! That's not good. That's not good. It's not good.
2分30秒
Let's just do this for now. $234 to $216. Okay. All right. Do I have anything? No. Let's attack the edge. Oh gosh. Well done. This 3Q is good. That's I think that's the right move at that moment. Although I think he could have taken there. Wow. Let's see. Let's see. I think that's a little too tricky. Little too tricky for the opponent.
1分30秒 強くなったね
Win.
I think I lucked out a little bit there. Yeah, I think they had the right idea. It's possible that was a misclick. I don't think so. I think it was just a quick read that was just wrong. Man, these players in 3 minutes are good. Is that one? That's one.
あなたが
win?
後手です
Gote? Demon Killer. Oh boy.
対局開始
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Okay. So yeah, we didn't get Torizashi this one. Okay, let's... Yeah, I like this. Let's do this. Let's take this. Let's try. Let's experiment
2分
here.
30秒
Yeah, maybe that wasn't a great experiment. Where is it? Where am I looking? Where am I looking here now? Let's...
2分
Okay. Nope. Shoot. Whoa. Okay, that was a bit of a mistake. What can I do? What can I do here? Oh, that was so dumb. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was. Let's see. I'm just taking so long. 141. Aiming at the lance. I don't need these pieces. I don't need majors.
1分30
Do I
秒
have So I'm dropping the silver back here. Next move. He probably should block this. Should probably block this diagonal. Okay. $117 to 107. My king is relatively safe. Okay,
1分
wow. Okay, so he's looking for this fork.
30秒
I probably should have just taken here. Let's shoot. I gotta get this over here. Gotta block this. 8 seconds, son of a gun. Ah! Come on. Darn it. Okay. Very good game. I just didn't have enough time. I couldn't complete it. I couldn't complete it on mouse and keyboard. That'll happen. I thought I generally played okay. I think I bullied him around the board the entire game. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Gosh, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough to get this 5-win streak. Yeah, you alright, Atari? You okay? Yeah? That's not good. That's not good. Yeah. So let's look for the bishop drop here. Yeah, you okay?
2分30秒
Oh, I should have done it here. Here. I would have at least gone promoted. Okay, 2:30 to 2. Okay, I'm up on the clock this time. Interesting. Oh, wow.
2分
So I'm hitting both. Sumero. Boy.
1分30秒
Sumeru again. But I think he's got... Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Shoot. Oops. Oops. Okay. Phew. He had the bishop. Woo.
かっこいい
Hey, Cyan Cannon. Hey, Cyan Cannon. Good to see you. You came in at a crazy
Current
spot.
streak is 1
Hey,
win.
Melkor. You can get the best viewers at delete the space. Koshiro. Well, it was completely calculated. Completely calculated. I've had some good ones today. I've had some bad ones. You can't stay long. A busy day at work and you're packing to leave Friday. Have a great trip. How much are you packing? 10 to 15 minutes? It is Koshiro. And reminder, Koshiro uploaded a double header today. It's a great video. It's a double header. It's 2 Hayazashi Meijin tournament matches. I don't know what we did. 5 days. That's a good stay. I thought you'd be staying longer based on what you said you would be doing there. But yeah. Did I track that? But anyway, yeah, I don't know what we did to deserve such good things from Koshiro, but we got a double header. Let me see if I still have the tab open. I don't, but it's the last one that I had. So I'll check this out. And watch this. Look at this. Look at this streamer tech. You never hear from them on the Discord? Yeah, you've got to subscribe to Shogi Brazil. You have to. It's an obligation. I won't allow it if you don't. I won't allow it if you don't. It's good. And the auto-translate is okay. So even the videos where the videos that are in Portuguese, they're great. You know, I can understand what's going on much more than I can on the Japanese auto-translated videos, you know, which are kind of nonsense. But the Hayazashi Meijin are 4 minutes, 4-second Fisher increment matches that were held this past weekend. There have been 3 games that have been made public now, and they're awesome. One of them is against friend of the channel, Led Zeppelin, or friend of me anyway. I don't know about friend of the channel. I'm not sure if Led Zeppelin has ever seen the stream, but I met him at the US Shogi Championship, and you know, he's looking strong. Playing Koshiro in a Blitz tournament is that's no walk in the park. But yeah. So Koshiro was playing Urshino Ryu in the Blitz event. So there's a Hayazashi Meijin, which is their Blitz Meijin tournament, and then there's the sort of slower time control. What is the time control for the full Meijin tournament this year? But in the Blitz, he decided to play Urashino Ryu for every game, just like last year. He won the event last year playing Urashino Ryu. He won the Blitz event last year playing only Urashino Ryu. And this year, I think he was planning to do the same, but just slipped his mind in the game against Led Zeppelin, as I sometimes slip over here. 15-10. Oh, 15-10 is fast. Wow, 15-10 is pretty fast. Did you have time restraints or constraints for the event? That's like rapid. I would call that a rapid tournament. Anything with, I mean, almost Blitz as well. Like 10-second Byoyomi is, woof, that's tough. I'm gonna grab, my voice is getting so dry right now. I haven't had a drink in the past hour and a half. I'm just gonna get a quick drink and be right back. Yeah, it's Iron Cannon. It's the Brazil Shogi Association has a long, historic, a long and storied history, basically, and spanning many decades. When was the first the Brazil Meijin? Koshiro has won this title many times. I want to say 8 times. Or maybe with this week, with this past weekend, maybe it's 9 times now? I don't know, but it's many times. I want to say it's going back like 75 to 100 years. It's the 76th. Okay, it's the 76th. I was right. Yeah, it's incredible. I think they are the longest established outside of Japan, which makes some sense because Brazil is also the second largest Japanese population outside of Japan. You think you've won 10? You got to double check. That's styling. That's styling. What would the emote be for that? When you have so many titles, you don't even know. There's just a shelf of trophies on Koshiro's, in Koshiro's room. Oh, these old things. Oh, these things. Don't mind these. Meanwhile, I get 1 Menjo certificate. Or no, 2. I get 2. I get a 3Q Menjo certificate, and I was showing that off like crazy on stream. And then I get the 1Q or the Shodan Menjo certificate, and it was like almost an entire episode dedicated to that. You're a little disappointed that the Brazilian Meijin tournament isn't played with Byoyomi? It is. Oh, it's 15 plus 10 Fisher increment. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's great. I think that's amazing. The JSA has to get on board with Fisher time control. It's just too good. Although, for their title events, it makes their 60-second. I don't know. So, I mean, we've talked about this, and I have notes for a podcast about time controls. I want to make sure I do it some sort of justice before I actually commit it. But the Go world has been slowly moving over to Fisher time control. I believe the Korean Go Association, the Korean Baduk Association, has switched to Fisher. The American Go Association, and I believe the European Go Federation, they've all switched to Fisher time control. I think it's just far superior. It's just far superior. You have more control over how much time you want to dictate to critical moves. It's not sort of a jackpot of, all right, I only need 1 second for this move, but I'm still going to spend 60 seconds because I have 60 seconds. And then, oh my gosh, I need 3 minutes for this move, but I only have 60 seconds. So I think Byoyomi is limited in that, is really limited in that way. I'm a big fan of Fisher because, like I said, it gives you more control over the amount of time that you spend, and you're not sort of rewarded for just wasting time. So that's me. And, I think obviously, the Shogi Association will be very slow to move on and changing some of these traditions. But, clocks are... I would argue that a clock, while it may have become a habit, I would argue that the clock time controls are not necessarily tradition or part of the culture. Because the game started without clocks, and certainly started without Byoyomi. So I don't think that the argument of of maintaining the culture of shogi really applies to clocks. Yeah, I have played Fisher on SC24, but that's a blitz time control. So that's the thing, is that's 5+5, which I think is great, but it's not, 15 plus 10 gives you a lot of time. You build up quite a bit of clock. You definitely get quite a bit of clock. If you play your openings reasonably quickly, which, as an amateur especially, or in lower level pro tournament matches, you should be playing your openings relatively quickly. So you disagree on the time control not being part of the culture? It might be the modern culture. I guess it's what you define culture as. Because I think of shogi culture as the aesthetic and the respect and the sort of gestures one makes at the board, and the commitment to making the best game, and treating everyone with respect. But time control wise, I think clocks are just sort of the clocks are a necessary evil for having competition. To me, they're not really anything but that. And the way that the clocks are counted down by humans, in matches, I don't think that's lost with Fisher. I think you still have the clock countdown. So I disagree with that, Todovsky. Oh, so Brazilian Majin started at 1947. You stopped because of COVID for 3 to 4 years. Okay, awesome. So I disagree, Todovsky, that you say I agree that it's good for organizers, absolutely. But delay or Byoyomi, you say, are good for thinkers who don't want to risk accidentally rushing their moves. I don't necessarily 100% disagree with that, but I slightly disagree with that, because I think it penalizes thinkers who want to manage their own time. I think there's a benefit of being I know these moves, I can make these moves quickly. Let's say I can make these moves. Let's say if we're playing 30-second Byoyomi, if I make this move in 10 seconds, I'm going to get back 20 seconds. And then, and there's this variation. I can make each of these moves in 5 to 10 seconds, and I can build up some clock. You control the amount of clock so that if you get in a real tough spot, as you do in a shogi endgame, shogi is so complicated that 60 seconds to me often does not feel like it's enough. Obviously, I'm not a pro, I'm not a great player, but I think even for pros, being in Ippon Shogi is a bit of a handicap. If you're in Ippon Shogi and your opponent still has a lot of time on the clock, they can think. I also think that the main time plus Byoyomi is just kind of nonsensical, because the main time just drags away. The main time has almost nothing to do with the number of moves played or the pace of the game. It's just something that drags away. You say, having taught classes and teams of chess players and competed in many tournaments, you don't think you've seen anyone below 2,000 who's good at time management? Well, maybe. That seems... You're harsh, though. You're harsh on people. So, I would think that there are people who are better at time management than others. But, the game is not to be, at least, it's not fair. I was going to say the game is not about being good at time management, but that's not true. It sort of is. And if we had Fisher time control, I think it would be more important, because someone who really likes to think could save their time. Melkor, you say, you think when it comes to the major titles, the time control for each one is still something you would put under the culture. But why? Why is it under the culture? What if they decided that Byoyomi was 2 minutes? Is it just Byoyomi that you like? What if they changed it to delay? I think delay is superior to Byoyomi, personally. I think delay is much superior to Byoyomi because, like I said, in the opening, you're not just wasting your time. You make your move, and you could potentially... with delay, you have more control over the amount of time you spend. With Byoyomi, you have no control in the end, because that main time is going to run out. And you're going to be in Byoyomi. And you'll always be limited to 1 minute. Like these guys that are playing Shogi, these pros, these are geniuses of Shogi. I think they can definitely, you know, handle that kind of thing, and I think it would maybe make their play more fantastic even. But you know, I can't evaluate pro play, so I don't know. If you change the time control in any fashion, it has a big impact. It'll also change the quality of the game. But if you use that argument, that's... I'm sure people were making that same argument when their decision was made to go to clocks at all. Like, I don't think it's not really a fundamental change. It's a slight improvement to potentially allow for better quality of play. I mean, I would argue that Fischer allows for better quality of play, as long as the time control gives you sort of an equivalent amount of wall clock time in the end. I think delay is also better in that regard. Delay would be the least change from Byoyomi, because it's like just like the reverse Byoyomi. It's just that main time doesn't get drained. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and I think that's good, Melkor. I think that's a good thing. I think maybe it's a good thing, and I think it's good for spectators, but I think it's also good for the players. Unless the players enjoy sleeping on their clock, you know, which we've seen. Like, to me, that's sort of a manifestation of, or evidence that Byoyomi, and the way the title match Byoyomi needs some tweaking. If players feel comfortable sleeping on their move, I think that's a sign that something is maybe wrong. Fischer slept on the clock too? I did not know. So touche. I did not know that. So maybe it's all a mind game. Maybe the sleeping on the clock is a mind game. I don't know. I think for all these reasons, the Go associations are leading the way. You know, the Go associations, maybe they're not as traditional as some of the Japanese associations, but one could argue that Go is a more difficult game than Shogi. And so, you know, if they're happy going to Fischer, and again, Go had multiple periods of Byoyomi, which is I would argue better. Because it allows the opponent, it allows the player to manage, it allows the player to always have at least guaranteeing themselves a long think in the end game. You know, with the current system of main time and then one period of Byoyomi, a professional cannot guarantee themselves a 2-minute or a 3-minute think in a critical position at the end. They just can't. Their main time will be gone, and they just have 1 minute. And but like in Go, when they used Byoyomi, they had like 5 periods or a bunch of periods. So you could potentially have decide, like, I'm going to have a 5-minute think. I'm out of my main time, but I could have a 5-minute think and use all my byoyomi periods. Obviously you'd leave yourself only with one remaining byoyomi period, but you could do that. Or you could say, all right, well, I need 2 minutes for this move. Let me use one of my byoyomi periods. Two of my period. I'll take, if my byoyomi is 1 minute, I'll use 1 minute and 59 seconds to make this move, so that I only expire one byoyomi period. I think that to me that's better for shogi title games, is to have that, because it gives more control to the opponents, and especially in these games where Senichide is becoming a thing. If the games, and correct me if I'm wrong, in a Senichide, when they play the second game, they play it from the same clock position. So it seems to me like we're making it even more of a time rush, which is not the goal. It's like, it's not the goal of these games to be a time rush. So some random Jofa Beats over here would think that the spirit of the game is better served by Fisher time control, or by delay time control, or by having multiple periods of byoyomi. I honestly think that byoyomi is the worst possible time control. Well, no, I mean, ignoring Kiramake, obviously. I think it's the worst possible increment-based time control. To me. But it's a fun discussion. Like, I had mentioned that I want to do podcast episodes that are like round tables, and I'd have to look back to my notes. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what the first topic that I put in a Shogi promotion channel was. But I got no response to that. No response privately, no response publicly to anyone wanting to be in a 4-person roundtable podcast episode. So, slightly disappointing. I think that would be fun. I think that'd be fun to listen to for people. But I think it'd also be fun to have those discussions. Because I have my ideas. None of my ideas in Shogi are strongly held. My ideas are very loosely held. I've thought the ideas that I have pondered on and thought about, I've put a lot of thinking in, and so in my mind they're the result of a lot of thought, and so I agree with myself, but I don't hold them as truth, because it's almost certain that I'm overlooking many things. That's why I would love to hear other people's opinions on this, and just get more ammunition against myself. That's how, when I'm up in the middle of the night and I'm thinking about these topics, I'm trying to shoot holes into my own ideas. I'm trying to be like, okay, I believe this, but what about this? What about this? What about this? And in this argument of byoyomi, Fisher, delay, Kiramake, I've thought, not that this is a justification, or not that this is any reason why anyone should listen to me, but my internal evaluation function is that I have thought a lot about this, and I keep coming to the same conclusions. So for me, that's my belief. But if I get other information, I'd absolutely change. There's nothing holding me to these ideas. I have no ego in this, because I've been in shogi for a relatively short amount of time. I may have learned it 15-ish years ago, but I've only been playing seriously for 3 years, and even that, I barely know anything about the shogi world because I can't understand Japanese. So, honestly, on Melkor, you say that honestly on big parts, you always think the time control is a little weird, since the byoyomi is relatively insignificant compared to the normal time in pro games. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing that's weird to me, and that's why I think that maybe they should have a shorter main time and have 2-minute Byo-Yomi, or have multiple periods of Byo-Yomi, or have the same main time, same long main time, and just have multiple periods of Byo-Yomi. If you add multiple periods, you're not adding that much wall clock time to the event. So if you've got like 9 hours main time, and then 5 periods of 1-minute Byo-Yomi, if each player uses all their Byo-Yomi periods, in the end, that's only 8 minutes more wall clock time. So, you know, if you've got a 9-hour game, or 9 hours on each side, so that's 18 hours. The only difference of adding more Byo-Yomi periods is 8 minutes. And I think that gives a world of control to the player. You know, obviously I still prefer Fisher, but Killer Ducky, great to see you. That's why Byo-Yomi almost makes sense for pro games, because they're so freaking long already. Trying to take that system and applying it to Blitz is not good. I agree. Faster the time, the less sense Byo-Yomi makes, and better increment becomes. I agree wholeheartedly. I think the thing that makes me still feel pretty strongly that the pro title matches, well, you know, not all pro games are played 9-hour, you know, main times. You know, these are title matches. But even the title matches, I think that you know, when they Sinichite, they replay with the same clock. So you get a potentially lower quality second game. And you know, it makes there becomes an incentive to do Sinichite. So yeah. But regardless, I really don't think it's the culture. I don't think it's the culture, and I do think that the Go world is evidence that like the culture is not impacted by changes to the time control, because they've switched over to Fisher, and they seem happy about it. You don't think Fisher delay would make a difference with whatever it is being 1 minute at max? Well, I bring up Go because it's another brain game that's considered in many ways more complicated than Shogi. Obviously, the end game does not continue to increase complexity like Shogi does. So it doesn't have that as much. You say, why does it make sense? I think it makes less sense because in a game that's complicated like Shogi, the end games are so complicated that the professional has they have a 9-hour game, a 9-hour main time, but once they're into the Byo-Yomi, they're always stuck at 1 minute. They have no way to be able to think longer. I think that's the problem. But yeah, but Killer Ducky said it makes less sense in faster time controls. I think it becomes less. Personally, I think it makes. I defer to Killer Ducky on this, but I think it makes less sense in faster time controls because it effectively renders the main time irrelevant. Like if you're playing 5 minutes with 1 minute Byo-Yomi, that 5 minutes is irrelevant because you won't even be into the tough spot by the time the 5 minutes is over. You know, that 5 minutes is worthless. You might as well play, like if you're gonna play 5 minute with 1 5 minute main time with 1 minute Byo-Yomi, you might as well just play 0 minutes with 1 minute Byo-Yomi. There's effectively no difference in those. But obviously, there is a difference between 9-hour with 1 minute Byo-Yomi versus 0 with 1 minute Byo-Yomi. You say 560 is not much of a good time control. Well, I mean, you're making the point. I think you're agreeing with the point. Yeah, with 5-second increment, you could blitz some moves and then sometimes think. You cannot do that with 10-second increment. That was my argument before, is that you have no control over your thinking time. So if you know that you can make a bunch of moves quickly, you can build up your clock so that you know, I'm going to have a tough decision here. I would like to be able to spend in a minute and a half or 2 minutes. And you could totally do that. But once you have Byoyomi, with Byoyomi, you have no control. You just always get that Byoyomi. I think 1560, as an avid 1560 player, I also think that 1560 is basically close to 060. Maybe that's because I manage my time poorly, but 1560 for the way I play is almost 060. Or it's something like 0 with 2 periods of Byoyomi or 3 periods of Byoyomi, because in those 15 minutes, I might have 1 or 2 2+ minute thinks. But I'll have a lot of 45-second thinks. I'll have a lot of 30-second thinks. Well, I guess what do you call the too short increment? I would say that a 30-second Fisher increment allows more control and more time to think than a 60-second Byoyomi. I definitely would feel that. That means you always have at least 30 seconds, but often you'll have way more than 30 seconds. The smaller the Byoyomi, the larger the penalty of forcing you to use the same time. Yeah. And that's, I think that's more of a viewer thing. I don't think that's necessarily like player, but I think it's important. 10-minute with 30-second increment means you get games with both players with 20 minutes eventually, depending on the level. Yeah, and that's good. That's good. I would argue that that's good. So that would be the equivalent of like a, I don't know, that'd be the equivalent of like a 2060 or a 1560. Like a 10-minute 30. You just have to work out what those are. Like what those are. And the Go World did that. Oh, Killer Ducky replaces 1560 Byoyomi with 40 plus 10. Interesting. So I was testing this. Maybe a year and a half ago on stream. And I thought that I replaced 1560 with like 10 minutes, 20 seconds. And it seemed like the games were coming out at about the same wall clock time. But, that was very unscientific. It was we played like 3 or 4 games only. But even if we disagree on Fisher, I still think delay would be superior. I think delay has the downsides of Byoyomi. And it's effectively, I think that delay is effectively Byoyomi, except it allows the player to manage their main time, instead of having it just be this thing that drains. You say you cannot sit there with someone that's going to use 100% of 60-second Byoyomis and play a 4-hour game. Well, online you can't. or I mean, effectively as an amateur, you know, your tournaments are going to go too long. I just want the players to have control over their clock so that they can think for more than a minute. Because it seems to me that even for professionals, Shogi is too difficult to play with a 1-second Byoyomi. So anything where we can give them, anything that would allow us to give them the ability to think 2 or 3 minutes for a particular difficult decision, I think would improve the quality of play and just make more sense. That's all, like, that's really my point. I just think Shogi is too hard of a game for 60-second Byoyomi. Especially when I do feel there are better options out there, Delay and Fisher. Yeah. Yeah, Killer Ducky. Yeah, in innocuous. Well, I don't know about 4 hours, but like in innocuous time control, like 1560, 15 with 60-second Byoyomi. I've had a game like that go 2.5 hours, and that's a long game. Most of my 1560 games on Shogi Club 24, for example, they go less than an hour. They go for 45 minutes to an hour, maybe even 30 minutes to 45 minutes on average. I don't know. But I do not think they go over an hour. But I've had a game that has gone over 2.5 hours. And it's because of that. Not because of my opponent. I was doing it too. We were both thinking between 40 and 60 seconds each move. And the game just went forever. That's not as much of a problem, though, for pro games. Well, it is. It is if they want to make it more, consumer friendly, viewer friendly. But that culture-wise, I don't think they're interested in that. So I don't use that as a point as much in Shogi, because Shogi isn't really concerned about growth or viewer satisfaction. Oh, it's already 4 o'clock. Oh boy, I would love to keep. I can't. How many games did I get in today? Just 12. Just 12. Just 12, and my highest streak was only 3. So, it'll be tough. I'll keep playing. I think tomorrow's Thursday. I think I'll keep playing, trying to get this streak. I want to get these streaks. I love these streak events at Shogi Wars. I really enjoy them. So I would like to get them, and I'm so. I'm still so excited because when I showed Watanabe Mana Sensei my Shogi Wars app, she commented about how many avatars I have. So it feels so now I have a reason to have avatars, which is to impress people, impress the people, impress the professionals. So now I have to get every avatar I can get, and I just enjoy it. I like the added fun of collecting things. It's like gotta collect them all. It's like a mini Pokemon game inside of Shogi Wars. So I like that, and I'm going to be trying to do that. So I'll probably try to do it off stream. I'm going to keep trying to do it on stream, but I'm going to need to close it up here because I'm going out with some people that are in town, and so I'll be doing that. But anyway, this was fun. This discussion, I love this discussion. This wasn't the first time that we've had major time control discussions. It won't be the last time, but I look forward to it. It's a topic that I really in Shogi, in terms of Shogi topics, time control is near and dear to my heart. I really like it. It doesn't affect me so much because I am not a great player, but I do think some things just don't make sense, and I really think Byoyomi doesn't make as much sense. Especially single single Byoyomi period Byoyomi. Hey Arnold, it was a later stream. I started later, and because our cat last night, I went to go and just pet her and try to get her to come upstairs to go to bed, and I noticed that she was missing a patch of hair like up here, and a patch of hair scarily like right next to her eye, and then behind her ears, patches of fur are just gone, and then she's scratched, and so I got really worried about it. And then as soon as I could this morning, I got in touch with the vet and was able to they were able to take me for what they call a drop-off appointment, where basically I just drop off the animal, and when the vet has a chance in between the regularly scheduled appointments, they'll take a look, and then they'll call me. So that's what happened. So as early as I could, I was able to get her to the vet. The vet called me at like 12 or noon or so, and I was able to pick up Atari at 1:30. So and then get home by like 2:15 or whatever. So and then I started streaming almost immediately after that. So I don't know if it's serious. Well, we're not sure. She's been getting this steroid for that. I don't know if you have been around for the discussions about her internal stuff. She has this irritable bowel disease, and she's been getting this steroid injection. And the steroid, and she was kind of due for another one. And anyway, the vet said that there are no tests. She checked for diabetes. We just had blood work last month or so, and so she said the steroid is probably what she would give anyway for this type of situation. So we gave her the steroid, and fingers crossed, we'll see how it is. It's also different because my kids are both away now from college. So my son just left last week, and so we have no kids in the house anymore. And my wife just went on a work trip, so it's just me, and maybe that's stressing her out a bit. Who knows? It's really tough. Love her so much, but she is getting older. She's getting older, and just hope that this is okay. And so thank you, Melkor. Hopefully the recovery is good. She's such a sweet girl, and she's so great. We'll see. I just don't want her to be sort of uncomfortable or in pain. Like to maximize her enjoyment out here. But things have definitely changed in the house, at least for this week. My wife is going to be back very soon. So at least it'll be the three of us. The kids will both still be gone. But Anyway. All right. So I'm going to get going. Thank you so much again, everybody. If someone is here and they don't know about the podcast, please do check out the podcast. We had the fourth interview. The fourth interview so far. I'll just put it in the chat just in case. Just a quick link here. We've had our fourth interview. If you're interested in being interviewed, please contact me either on YouTube or on Twitch or at my email address, ShogiDad81 at gmail.com. I made a Shogi Dad email address for these kinds of things. So, but Discord is probably the easiest for everyone. But give that a shot. I would love to interview you, love to talk about it, and I've got some people still on the list that have said they want to. So hopefully I'll still be able to get some more interviews, and we won't run out of people who want to do it. But it's fun. This week's that just released today is with Trung from the Vietnam Shogi Club, the president of the Vietnam Shogi Club. And a lot of surprising stuff, a lot of really cool and interesting things going on over there, and hopefully something that we can learn in the US anyway, learn from. But anyway, thank you. I will see you all later. Thank you for all the great discussion, all the support, and enjoy your shogi. Have a great remainder of the day. Bye.